Two. Hey, it's Ross Payton with Roleplaying Public Radio. We're playing Slasher Flick tonight, and this is Eyes on Breen, a Neil Breen themed game of Slasher Flick. We're very hyped about his next movie coming out very soon, hopefully. Twisted Pair.
You're hyped, Ross.
We are all hyped here at RPPR.
You're hyped.
There will be no Breen hate. Do you want to die that badly, Aaron?
That's the point of this game.
No, I mean in real life. You'll be going to work and he'll just be there.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, watching the studying his canon of films, you realize that Neil Breen's actually are structurally very much like slasher films, because Neil Breen is an omnipotent being who renders judgment on a sinful world, only until he is finally leaves, ascending to heaven, or is banished from the universe. So whether he's a special agent or time-traveling artificial intelligence from the future or an alien cyber Jesus, Neil Breen has come to judge us all. And we're probably going to be found lacking. So we have 4 players here today, as this game is set in Las Vegas for the Global Economic Forum. SAVDOC. And we have some players here to let's introduce who is going to SAVDOC and what are your primary secondaries. So first off, we have A Rod.
Hello. My primary victim in this will be an economist of questionable morals named Tad Jenkins.
All right. And what kind of secondaries are you bringing? You don't have to list them all, but like.
Sure. No, I have 2 secondaries. I'll go ahead and name this off. If he should come into this story for this, we have somebody who might have known Breen in another life, a retired Special Forces commander named Captain Horatio Tank.
Okay.
And lastly, but not least, a enraged AI from the future named Lappy 4000 that is the descendant of all the laptops that Breen has destroyed during his lifetime.
All right.
Wait, if he destroyed them, how did they have offspring?
Yeah.
The code went forward.
Yeah.
That just raises even more questions.
Yeah, I've seen The Matrix.
Next up, we have Kyle for BBB Games.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kyle, and I will be playing Brian Geschaft, the evil businessman. I'm also playing a grunt soldier named Rona, an environmental activist named Walter Bueno, and what appears to be a social media star with absolutely no ethics, Paul Kamara.
Awesome.
Cumberbund?
I love it. And then of course next up we have Noah, Maple Syrup Money, also a friend of Kyle and friend of RPPR. What's up, Noah?
Hi, I am playing Congressman Sears, the fatherly yet megalomaniacal congressman who's accompanied by his 2 interns, Eli and David.
Nice. And finally, we have Richard. And
I'm playing Sean Kovacs. He was going to be a Fox News anchor, but given Ross's name, he's thinking maybe he should be a Zoff News anchor. I don't know.
Zoff, yes.
Yeah.
Like
anyways, and then my secondaries, I've got a socialite by the name of Helen Providente, a stockbroker by the name of Ed Andelmaklar, and their unfortunate Lyft driver, Saik. And then there's a mercenary whose name is not found, which is why they call him Agent 404.
Oh.
Yeah, you know you love that joke, Aaron. You fucking love it. You love it.
Drink.
Yeah.
I am drinking, by the way, and I will be drinking this entire game.
Should I get another beer then? Because I just finished my first one.
I mean,
Oh,
you probably
boy.
should.
All right.
Every time I take a sip, I replace the Gatorade with more rum, and so now it's just like, it's clear liquid at this point, gang.
All right, so in preparation of the Global Economic Forum, the SOVAD conference that is going to be held in Las Vegas this year, the elite global bankers and corporations and government have wanted to get rid of a troublemaker, a former secret agent who is a pilot and sniper and hacker who has gone rogue, even though they hired him as a mercenary to do certain unspeakable things, such as the deployment of bioorganic weapons in the third world. So the first scene is actually going to be with secondary characters, any soldiers or mercenaries you have, or if you don't have that, you can make up a tertiary character. Let's see here. So your team is out in the desert outside of Las Vegas, and you're looking. You're in your tactical van, looking at a nearby rocky hill where this troublemaker is supposed to be holed up. Who wants to give the briefing? I'll give a genre point to someone but you have to come up with the troublemaker's name, and it has to be a very Neil Breen kind of name, because that's So who wants to give the briefing about what your mission is, how you're going to take this guy out?
I'll do it if no one else wants to do
All right.
it. All right. So I'm just giving the briefing on the agent here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, gentlemen. You all know why you're here. We've got an agent that's gone rogue, and we need you all to take him down. This man is a master of stealth, a master of combat, a master of hacking, a master of genetics, a master of biowarfare. He's a master of just about everything, including Zen Buddhism. His real name's been lost to time. We only know him by his code name, Agent Denim. Right. I had to wait a second for that joke to sink in, because the only true Neil Breen fan would understand why I named him that.
All right. Yep. You definitely get a genre point for that.
Thank you.
All right. So you need to go out and you need to go kill him. You see the hill nearby. You're parked alongside the road in your van. So Aaron, which character do you have for this scene?
This will probably be retired Special Forces Commander Captain Horatio Tank.
Okay. So what is Tank going to do? I'll just do this in order of
he will probably go ahead and start. He will be at the wheel, because he is wheelchair bound, so he can't get around that one. So he will be using his handicapped accessible van to.
He's in a wheelchair.
He is a wheelchair.
Why is he in a wheelchair?
Because he came back from the war.
Then why is he still a special forces? You know what?
He never left the war.
It's fine. I have to remember, this isn't a genre movie. Breen, he would totally use someone who was still in a fucking wheelchair.
All right. So he's staying behind the wheel. All right.
Scanning the horizon for the mullet that walks like a man.
Nice. Kyle, who do you have for this scene?
I am playing Rona Soldat. She is a grunt soldier. And I think what Rona would like to do is assume a position sort of in between everybody for reasons that might become obvious when things go wrong later.
All right. So all right. Noah, who do you have for this scene?
I don't have I'll have a tertiary character. He'll be Corporal Jimmy.
All right, Corporal Jimmy looks like he's 18.
Fresh from Paris Island.
Yeah, he's clearly not just a high schooler who's been drafted into these movies. He is carried a very real looking, not at all an airsoft gun.
Yes.
And he's got sunglasses and like some sort of camouflage. I don't know, what is he wearing? What is it, like the hitman suit that's poorly fitted, his prom clothes, or like
I think he's got like some leftover like Vietnam fatigues that totally didn't come from the local like army supply store, and are fitted just like one size too big for him, and they've just kind of been cinched down with like all sorts of like tactical looking belts and like slings and junk.
All right.
Nice. A true professional.
Yep. Yes. All right, so Jimmy's taking point, I'm just gonna say. So
and a headband. He's got a headband too.
Oh, he's got a headband. Oh,
you got grease paint on, bud?
Yeah,
yes.
He's got it, but it's only like one stripe on his nose.
Yeah.
Like a lifeguard.
Also, I think that we should show that his airsoft gun obviously hasn't had the orange tip painted over. It's still
Yes,
there.
exactly. It's got some electrical tape on the end that's starting to peel off.
Richard, who is your character for this?
All right, so obviously I'll be playing Agent 404, and because he's the trump card that they're springing on everyone, he's not in the car. He's clinging on to the underside of the car. Never mind the fact that the ground is clearly not moving when the camera shifts to his viewpoint or anything. But he's there. So and he is clad in his camo pants that are clearly a size too large that have been cinched very tightly at the waist. Combat boots, a black tank top, and a black baklava mask that is clearly made of wool instead of some sort of sheer material and is much too thick for the desert environment that you're all in.
No shit.
He's wearing NVGs, and by NVGs I mean a ski mask, ski goggles that are tinted bright green. And as the mission starts, he has to, of course, turn on his mission recorder, which is a GoPro, so we can have the nice first-person found footage for the later events that are sure to happen.
So is Agent 404 bald, but it's clearly just like a ill-fitting like bald cap?
Yes. It looks fine from the front and from far away, but when you see the back, you can kind of see the crinkles on the top.
Yeah.
It looks like he's got a weird-shaped head. Yeah.
Also, can he have the negative quality heat stroke?
I'm sure that'll come into play later. It's fine.
Is Agent 404 just hiding under the van, or is he actually going to go join?
No, he's clinging like whenever the camera's on him, he appears to be clinging to the underside, even though the ground isn't.
Okay.
So where he is in appearance to the scene is kind of unknown. Once the scene starts, he'll probably just be there.
Okay, so he kind of shows up as Jimmy and what was it, Rona, crest the hill to see they get near the rocky hill, and they see like an old car with a satellite, and the trunk is open in the car, and there's a satellite dish attached to the back of the car.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't see anybody around. So
Agent 404 draws his weapon. He raises his fist. He opens it into a flat hand. He makes a dog shape. He does the Vulcan sign. And makes a fist again, and then points at the car.
Rona will advance with her very, very large light machine gun that she has strapped around her.
Okay. You hear a voice. It is very monotone. It says, "You work for the evil corporations and the government who is hypocritical. I give you just one chance to throw down your weapons and not work for evil."
Jimmy, who's pushing Tank's wheelchair, suddenly stopped.
Oh no!
Well, no, I was in the car. Remember, I was driving.
No. Now you're being pushed.
Yep.
This is a Breen movie.
Yes,
we didn't let you get out.
Stops pushing and suddenly like grabs his gun and is very visibly like sweating.
Yeah,
looking around.
Okay.
Do you do the thing where like you pull it out too fast and you have to kind of like catch it?
Yes, exactly.
All right, Tank, what are you going to be doing? You've heard this now, and you're in the scene now.
We're on the scene right now. I actually will look down and respond to him, just saying, "Breen, we've been through the war together, every war. You're the best man I ever knew, but this is foolish. You need to come home. You need to be part of the government again. Get good benefits." Real good benefits.
He's not Breen. What was the name you gave him, Richard?
Denim.
Denim.
No, so Denim.
Agent Denim.
Yeah, so Denim.
Yeah.
Time to put on the khakis.
I don't know why that was so funny.
Aaron, you get another genre point.
Thank you.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Rona, what are you doing?
Rona is going to sort of advance, and I really do want to stress that I am behind Tank and the tertiary character, whose name I have already forgotten.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
All right, Corporal Jimmy.
Yeah.
And
Nobody else.
Rona's, sweating intensely. It might just be because, Breen decided to shoot the film at noon in the desert, and it's just so goddamn hot. But she's going to sort of raise that light machine gun and advance. We have our orders. We're supposed to kill Agent Denim. And I would like to activate Prone to Falling as she goes to pull the trigger.
Is that your negative quality?
It's a special ability that costs 0 genre points. So I guess I'm attempting to shoot Breen with a finesse check, but I might like slip and fall on a rock.
Okay, well, you don't see him. You only heard his voice.
I'm sorry. My mistake then. Then I'll just be advancing still behind these two who are not going to get lit up in any way.
Eager. He'll kill you soon enough. You don't need to help him.
He'll get us all.
Are you still using my wheelchair-bound ass as a human shield?
Yes.
Okay.
Jimmy's not a very good soldier.
Jimmy is pushing.
Finally, I just want to get everyone's Agent 404. What is your immediate reaction?
Obviously, I am just like wheeling around, scanning, trying to find this agent so I can hone in on him and kill him for the government. The government, which pays my salary and pays me to kill the people that I have to kill for the government. Because if the government wants them killed, they must be bad. And what's bad for the government is good for me.
Get another genre point. You're saying this as you were.
Yes, I'm saying this out loud.
All right, so Richard and Rona can both give me brains checks. So that's cool. Based to see if you actually see anything. And that again is based on what attribute you have.
And so good is D6, you said?
Yes, good is D6. So roll
average is D8, right?
Yep. And if you have any positive qualities, you would get a bonus die. If you have any negative qualities, you would lose a die.
I rolled a 2.
Did you roll? So you yep. Well, you roll 46.
Oh, 46.
And you look for matches.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
46.
We're learning the system.
Yeah, I've never played this before.
So I have no matches, but I got an 8. Does rolling the max result do anything?
Nope.
I also got no matches, and my highest was a 5.
All right. That doesn't. Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Okay.
We are in. We're not quite in the kill scene yet because Breen has yet not appeared, but. Neither of you see anything. So all of you.
Where is he? I can't see him. Yeah. It's like he's invisible. Like
I can only hear his voice. It is as if he is all around us.
All right. So you are all very surprised. So your Tank, your persuasive attempt automatically fails because you can't persuade Breen, Agent Denim, to do anything he doesn't want to do because he's always right. Just so you know. But Agent Denim just is behind all of you. He snuck up behind all of you, and he says, "I gave you a chance. Now you must face your consequences." And
it's this really nice wide shot that just shows like the flat level plains where there's absolutely no cover and no way he could have approached us unseen.
Yep. Well, actually, there was a little green screen of him just appeared. He just
there you go.
There's narration. My secret stealth projection field worked because I built it myself because I was too smart for the government scientists.
Thank you, Ross. You get a genre point.
So now we're in a kill scene with all of you. So basically, you all need to make some kind of check or something bad is going to happen.
Okay, I have one. I'm going to look back at him and I want to use this as a brains check, basically, or getting a tactic on him. Look back and said, yep, knew you were always damn good. That's like Denim. But I figured I'd bring over a special guest for you to talk to, and point over to a tarp that seems to have a human skeleton underneath it off to the side.
By seems to have, you mean is clearly a plastic skeleton.
Exactly. Right. So I am doing the skeleton wife gambit.
That old chestnut.
I imagine it's like an official tactic. It's in all caps, the skeleton wife gambit. It's got like diagrams.
Yeah, I was setting that shit up before I walked in the room.
Yeah. All right, Tank, what's your brains?
My brains is normal on this.
All right, so roll 48.
48.
Well,
Okay.
do you have any
I have a
positive or
positive
negative?
quality expert tactician.
All right, yeah, roll 5d8.
5d8. Okay. Let me get to that.
Are you rolling on the dice spot, or you're gonna roll? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's see. 5.
While he's rolling, I would like Jimmy to like turn around and like try to shoot at Breen or Denim.
I got 2 8s.
All right, we'll deal with that in a second. Sorry, what is Jimmy doing?
Jimmy's gonna try and shoot at Denim,
Mhm.
but the gun doesn't work, so he pulls out what is clearly a fake like rubber Bowie knife and just like charges him.
Like you unsheath it and it's clearly wobbling in your hand.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So we'll get to that in a second. We're just getting everybody's actions first, and we'll resolve them all in the next round. Let's see here. Rona, what are you doing?
I mean, I'm definitely going to shoot the shot, regardless of whether or not Corporal Jimmy's there. I'm going to shoot that shot.
All right, yeah, definitely do that. Roll finesse for that.
Well, here we go.
Helps you roll an extra d8.
Actually, I have a poor finesse, so that's d10s, yes?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Uh-oh.
So, while you're rolling that, what is 404 going to do?
So I forget, is Agent Denim's car here, or are we just
Yeah, you saw it up
him?
Ahead. It's
okay.
You're basically the car's ahead of you, and Agent Denim is behind you.
Okay. I feeling as an expert mercenary, my self-preservation instinct is kicking in, so I'm going to approach the car for cover from Agent Denim, unaware of any, say, invisible force fields emanating from the 2 satellite dishes he's got rigged in the back of the car. I'm just going for cover.
All right, roll finesse for that as well.
Okay. And it's a D8 for normal?
Yes, 48.
4D8.
If you have a positive quality, you get an extra die. If you had a negative quality, you'd lose it.
Nope, I got nothing.
Okay.
No matches.
All right, so everybody's rolled. So we'll resolve this first at the top. So, yeah, actually, you're the dead wife gambit, skeleton wife gambit, pays off big time, as he has to show pathos somehow. And let's see here.
The man can't take his skeletons or wives.
All right, so you gain. Let's see here.
You really should be a Neil Breen villain, Aaron.
You gain 2 survival points.
Woo!
Neil Breen's like, no, Linda, I loved you so much. And he is very distracted by that, so he doesn't kill you. So good job.
Yay!
Let's see here, Rona, what'd you get?
Part of me wishes I beefed it, but I did indeed get 3 4s.
Damn.
3 4s. Okay, so you gain 1 survival point. However, so you shoot at Breen, shoot at Agent Denim, and he is seemingly hit, but of course, several bullets hit Jimmy multiple times because he's a secondary character. So he is down and out. Noah gets 2 genre points. For actually get 3 because you did describe using a fake looking knife. That was pretty good. And Richard, you failed your check?
Yes.
All right. So you run into a force field that Agent 404 suddenly gasps, well, what does the force? It's very fatal, but how does it happen?
Yeah. Okay. So I just walk up, or I'm running to the car to try and take cover, and then as I approach it, I just suddenly stop and I go, ah! I drop my gun and I clutch my head. I actually do it a little too fast, so the mask comes off slightly, and in the process, it kind of takes part of the bald cap off too. So you see like a little bit of hair coming out at the end, and then there's a very bad VCR era effect of me just like fading into static and slowly fading away.
there's some Agent Denim narration. These mercenaries do not know about my secret projects and my research, which was too advanced for the governments and corporations. And then we cut to like 10 seconds of stock footage of like a satellite in space.
A really bad like 90s era CG satellite.
Yeah. So it's like NASA footage from that 1993. All right, so you get both the dead player, both of you get 3 genre points for your dead characters.
Yay!
So Agent Denim seemingly goes down, but then he kind of teleports and he's next to his dead skeleton wife. He's like, Linda, no, I loved you so much. And for the survivors, you're so overwhelmed by this pathos, by his suffering, that you're moved to tears, whether you want to or not. So you're crying. But what do you do? Yeah. So Tank, what are you doing first?
You monster!
So that is true. Since we're still going with tacticians, we know that he can't really deal with it's like this. So I'm going to Actually, I'm going to take back from this. Apropos to it, I'm going to wheel down towards the car. But it's a really rocky and steep space, so you can't actually tell how I got down there without completely face planting. I'm just next to it, and I am going to introduce a it's like an odorless, it's like clear, very water-like poison into several of his tuna cans.
All right, you're going over to poison his tuna.
He wheels himself over.
All right.
We're poisoning Charlie, literally.
All right, so that's a finesse, and you're in a wheelchair, so that's -1 die, so you're going to be rolling 3.
That would be a tactics to poison it? Okay.
Oh, no, it's finesse.
Yeah, you've got to get over there.
And that's poor shit. That's going
to be fun. So roll 3d10.
3d10?
Yep.
All right, God. It's been nice knowing you guys.
Aaron.
All right. Let's
take.
see. I think the only person left is Rona.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, what is Rona going to do? She's crying.
Well, Rona is... I am not just crying because of his moving eulogy for his dead wife, but I am also quite sad that I have killed my husband of only 2 weeks with friendly fire. Jimmy, what will I ever do without you? And I would like to try Spirit to resist just an utter breakdown.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. You definitely need to do that. At disadvantage because it's Jimmy, so you're rolling 3 dice instead of...
Oh, I'm also weak-willed, so I think I'm only going to roll 2.
Yeah.
The kid who was literally old enough to be your son because he is your son.
No, he was a hardened killer. He was like 40.
He was in Vietnam.
I got a 6 and a 1.
All right, so it's not going well for Rona.
So you eat your gun.
All right, so Aaron, you had I think 2 survival points.
Yes, I do.
All right, so you're back at 0 because you lose 2.
I flubbed that one pretty hard.
And so you try and get there, and you fail to poison the tuna, but you manage not to trip, and you almost inject yourself with your own poison. But you manage not to.
You're really nervous.
Yeah. You're spilling white powder everywhere.
All this flour.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's my opioids, not my flour.
Rona, though, you're not doing. How many survival points do you have? Did you get any?
I shot him. I think you said that granted me 1. So
yeah, that got you 1. That so yeah, because you just got a basic success. You didn't get any.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you you die. But you were so overwhelmed with Jimmy, you point the light machine gun at your head, and then there's a little visual
I was about to say, yeah, that's a fun way to go.
Yeah.
So what are your last words?
So as the Nerf machine gun begins to like rev up, and they didn't quite ADR it out, Rona will like look over at Jimmy and say, "I will see you soon, my love."
All right, yeah, and she falls over on top of Jimmy's corpse, breathing heavily.
Even though she was like 20 feet away in the previous shot.
Yep.
Hey, don't worry about the details, bud.
So Agent Denim is now covered in blood from his minor wound, and he's just rubbed it all over his face. And
it looks like red marker.
yeah, just red paint everywhere. He's like, Linda, I have too much. I would join you, but I have too much work to do. I must unlock the secret project to activate to save the world from evil. He reaches over to a obviously broken laptop with a black screen and starts hammering away at it. So we cut to some stock footage of guys in a control room, and then a missile silo opening up, and then back to
Sir, the computer, it is no longer responding to our commands, as though someone else has taken control of it.
Oh, by the way, Kyle, you got 3 genre points for your tragic death.
I
All right. So Tank, you're the last one. What are you going to do? You're by the car.
It's just you and him, Aaron. This is a showdown, the fated meeting.
So, just tactics on this point. Can't let you go without nuke. It's like couldn't go. It's like one dead wife without nuking the entire world. Just like you, Denim. Light a cigar. It's time for us to end this, and dump the cigar in the lit cigar in the gas tank.
All right.
Is that really tactics?
I'm next to the car. I'm going to use it. So we're blowing. He needs to be stopped by any means necessary.
Jesus Christ, Aaron.
All right. They don't have the budget for that, so and you can't. It automatically fails. But as you throw the cigar at the thing, Breen, Agent Denim, is already there, and he just grabs it out of your hand, very clumsily, but it's there. He's like, "No, Tank, I'm sorry about you. I wish I wasn't there to save you from your pain. I will help you, but you have gone to the way of evil." And
Actually, when he says that, I'll look up and says, "It's okay. I'm here now."
All right. So we don't know what happens to Agent Tank as we fade out to the Eye of Breen, as we have some stock music and stock footage. What stock footage are we seeing for this opening scene?
Well, obviously, it's just like a clip taken from a Las Vegas tourism ad of all the fucking casinos.
Oh yeah, so much gambling.
Yeah.
All right.
Except it's period inappropriate, so it's probably from like the 60s, so it's a lot of casinos that aren't there anymore, and whenever you see people on the street, they're not wearing like the right clothes. They've got like fucking bell bottoms and shit on.
People are also super duper smoking in the casinos. Like it's just all smoke.
Smoking. There's so much smoking.
But it's not like the glamour shots. It's not the glamour shots of Las Vegas. It's like midday when people are just kind of milling about, looking over at like a card shark or something with desperately looking at a guy with 3-card Monty.
All right.
And just before it cuts to the next scene, you get like half a frame of like wildebeest footage from like some nature documentary.
Either that or like 5 seconds of actual footage of someone with a handy cam like walking into a casino, and then they have to cut the camera right before anyone notices it because they haven't asked for any permission or gotten any permits to be shooting any of this footage.
All right, so Agent Denim is having a monologue. I will start it, but then each of you will get to add one little bit. And if it's a good bit, I will give you a genre point, and then we'll go. So Agent Denim begins as narrates during this monologue. The SOVAD Global Economic Forum is beginning. This is where the world's elite come to Las Vegas to discuss how they can better control the world and its people. They're hypocrites and criminals, but I, Agent Denim, have sworn, who used to be part of that system, have sworn now to stop them. I must stop them before they enact their great evil plan, which is coming, which will happen this year. This at this time, I must stop them. So who wants to say the next line?
Thank you, phone.
Yeah, that's left in.
I'll put it on mute.
Okay. Kyle, why don't you say the next one?
Oh no. Too drunk and on the spot.
Yep.
And because they are the ones who will determine our future, it is my responsibility as a rogue anti-government agent to make sure that we head towards a brighter future, but not a darker one, because in a brighter future, we will be able to help our fellow man to avoid world problems such as famine and starvation.
Great. I love it. Noah.
What were we talking about?
This is Agent Denim's monologue at the beginning.
Yeah, he's got to have his
Okay.
beginning of the movie monologue.
Okay. And I will stop the corrupt world leaders from poisoning the environment.
All right.
With their chemical neurotoxin nanomachine.
Son.
Let's see here, Aaron.
But I know my time is limited. The evils of this world, this horrible world, filled with good people, but mostly horrible. That's like it filled me with my own cancer, and that's like, and it'll disease my own pure alien form. I must rid it of the planet of its cancer, and thus my own.
Nice. He's now an alien. He's achieved his second form, and it's alien. So he went from he leveled up. Great. Richard, you get the last one.
Okay, so at this point, the camera has panned back, and it's just Neil Breen standing in darkness, and then he looks up at a stock Adobe Photoshop lens flare effect, and then he says, "Yes, I understand. In order to prevent the terrible future that I have seen, I must stop the bad people, the evil people, the corrupt people, the people who wish to only fuel their greed, who only want money and power and don't care about the people of this earth. I will stop them. I will, because you have chosen me to save the world. I will stop them. I promise." And then the lens flare gets really, really big, and the alien becomes more and more obvious as the camera zooms in on it, because he didn't bother to rescale the effect itself, so it's getting really pixelated, and then it cuts to black, and then it goes to the next scene.
I love it. Everyone gets one genre point. Richard, you get two because you described the lens flare in great detail. All right, now, given our house rules, we do have a couple of house rules for this scenario, and just for the listeners at home to know them. Let's see here. Every scene has Neil Breen in it. You must pay genre points to have a scene without Breen in it. Every scene with a Neil Breen is a kill scene for the characters, regardless of what Breen thinks of them. Friends, enemies, family all die around him. You can pay drama or genre points to make Breen do something that benefits your character, but it must be a Breen trope. You gain drama points if you allow Breen to do something that puts you at a disadvantage. So it will say right now it just costs one genre point to have that. So we'll go with the first character. Let's each have a brief scene introducing your primary character. So Tad Jenkins, do you want to pay a genre point to have Breen in your scene, or do you want to have a scene where you can bring in other characters too?
I thought it was just genre point to get rid of Breen.
Yeah, to get rid of Breen.
Yes, so. It's like Tad Jenkins is fearful of other people judging him, and also judging his actions and what he might be able to. Tad Jenkins will spend points because that makes good economic sense for Tad Jenkins.
All right. So your character's agenda is at the Global Economic Forum is your evil plan is I heard something about poisoning the environment. So there's three things you have to do that. One is you have to pacify the population with a new entertainment. You have to start you have to do a drug smuggling meeting with drug smugglers and get your packages of drugs and then you have to start a war by having a meeting with the Parasol Corporation, where you will pay them to have bioorganic weapons attack the innocent people. And so those are your three goals. You can get other people to do them. You can.
Yes, the Despot program has been working quite well.
Yes,
thanks to all the experiments in Tanuki Town.
I have a horrible idea, and I expect either Noah or Kyle to slap me over the when they see me next time. So,
give it to me, Ben.
Yeah.
So you can bring in other characters if you want. This is your introduction thing. So this is the SOVAD conference. You're in Las Vegas. So do you want who do you want to be else in your scene introducing your character?
I obviously think that our other greedy businessman. I'm sorry, Kyle, I forgot that scum lord's name.
Brian Geschaft.
Brian Geschaft. And Noah, who is scummy enough to be as part of it? Is this one of the interns or the congressman?
I think the congressman would have to be in here.
Okay.
All right.
And do you want all right, so the three of you are having a meeting together?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, are you going to try and so is the meeting agenda to determine who's going to be doing what of these three tasks, or are you going to try and delegate, try and get your underlings to do that? Or
I think we're going to try a delegation, because I'll give our plan first and then see where we can post it out. So
all right, so there's the three things you have to do to take over the world: pacify the population, have your drug smuggling meeting, and then start a war using bioorganic weapons with the Parasol Corporation.
Yeah, so I did that.
All right,
gentlemen, that's like honorable government, that's like employees. You, whoever you are, I assume Tad Jenkins has been told that you have money. Is Tad Jenkins correct?
Well, I say there, Tad Jenkins. I, Brian Geschaft, have come here to meet you at the SOVAD conference, which should be called the So Bad conference on account of how bad we are. I'm here to offer the services of the Parasol Corporation to you, Tad Jenkins, for our purposes of starting a war with bioorganic weapons.
Tad Jenkins likes that's like how you do business, sir. Tad Jenkins feels he will be approving. That's like of all of your horrible misdeeds in the future.
Business is booming, Tad Jenkins.
But let me ask you a question. What is the most virulent poison that we can introduce to the masses in order to control them? Opioids? It's like different. It's like drugs, different drugs, alcohol or whatnot. I say to you, not. Honestly, the current digital opioid of the masses is streaming media.
I'm so glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, okay.
And that's where I come in.
All right, so Air's character and the other one I could imagine is terrible Breen actors, whatever. But the moment Noah said that, I just imagined Noah just in a fucking suit on the set of a Neil Breen movie.
No,
yes.
It literally needs to be a sheep that is not talking, that they're doing a crappy voice.
It's me, but I've had my hair shittily dyed gray.
You're in a suit that's just a little too large.
Yeah,
Yes.
and no makeup at all, so you don't look old. It's just you with gray hair for some
Yes. Yes, that's where I come in. I have a secret government project designed to control the internet and the network of communication in the world.
So, which is what we figured. What can we actually do to make sure that people use it? Because sometimes they're going to turn off. Tad Jenkins remembers that they're going to turn off their televisions, their tablets, their Chromebooks, their watches, whatever they want to, and will be able to sleep. We want them going 24 hours. Therefore, what we'll do is put a nanotech mesh router into their literal bloodstreams, making sure that we'll connect into their brains and make sure they're streaming media 24/7.
Nano machine.
Son!
I don't know. This plan doesn't sound evil. It sounds kind of convenient.
I think I have the perfect pawn for our villainous plan, like pieces on a chessboard, gentleman. His name is Paul Camera. If we can beam his live streams and us straw videos into people's dreaming brains, they will never break away from his quality content.
And Ted Jenkins would like to remind you, that the massive amount of advertising revenue we can make from people's dreams will make us filthy rich beyond our Tad Jenkins' wildest dreams.
Ha ha ha! Yes, I do love money.
And also the destruction of the human condition.
But of course.
All right. As this shadowy meeting of people in some apartment.
No. Ross, obviously they are literally doing this on the red carpet. There's like camera flashes and people all around them. They're saying this in public.
See, and I was imagining that we were in a Wendy's that had closed down for the night that we turned into a fake office.
Oh yeah. No.
Okay, you know what? I could go with that. Yeah, that works.
Yeah. And in the background, you see
the office of the regional Wendy's manager.
And in the background, you actually see one of the employees who stayed back late to clean up is just staring directly at the camera as he's getting a Coke from the vending machine, just straight into the camera.
All right, you set up your agenda.
It's Jimmy.
Literally Jimmy.
Yep.
And because he was late to his Wendy's shift, he still has his costume on. He's just replaced the red headband with just his Wendy's cap.
Yeah.
It's just after hours. He doesn't need to be in full uniform.
That's fine.
So, all right, that's a good first scene. You've all kind of figured out what you're going to be doing next. So we need to introduce, though, Richard's character, Sean Kovacs.
Sean Kovacs. Well, let's see. Geez, I don't even know where to start. Should he be covering something, or is he just schmoozing? Like, how far along is the conference?
It just started. The SOVAD conference just started. So is he part of the bad guys, or is he good? Is he trying to find the truth?
Oh no! Oh, he works for Zoff News. Of course, he's part of it. Like, he's here to spin this to the people as to why giving up control of the internet is a good thing. You don't want the government taking control of your internet and telling good, upstanding businessmen, job creators even, how to use your internet to benefit you? Do you need the government in your life? I think we all know that the answer is no. The invisible hand of the market will surely guide the internet to be as useful as it needs to be, even if they have to inject it directly into our bloodstream. This has been Sean Kovacs, Off News. All right, we're done with that. Do I get my check yet?
All right. Is this? Did you pay a genre point to be?
Jeez.
Uh-oh.
I'm kind of torn because I know every scene with Breen in it is a kill scene, but I kind of want Neil Breen in this scene. So I might take.
You can survive these scenes, and you can also throw secondary characters at them.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the chance. I'm not gonna spend the point. So he's like totally there while I'm talking to my staff, saying like, "Yes, I know the news I'm reporting is fake and serves a political bias, but it pays me millions of dollars. So what do I care if I tell people to think the wrong things and to vote for policies that are against their own interests?"
All right, so you're obviously in a news studio that is clearly green screened in. And Agent Alien Denim. He's now Alien Denim. He's no longer Agent Denim. But I mean, he looks exactly the same. He's still wearing the same vest. And he walks in there and says, "You, Sean Kovacs, you are so corrupt. Why don't you tell people the truth? The truth is what the people need, and you should tell it to them. Why? Why do you think your money is more important than the truth?"
So a normal person would go, "Who are you? What are you doing here? How did you get here?" But being that this is a Neil Breen movie, I just look at one of the extras on camera, kind of confused, and then I look back at him.
All right. Roll spirit.
I will roll. I have good spirit, so I'll take a chance. Oh shit, that's not the right thing. RD and D6 for good, right?
Yeah.
All right. I have to keep asking because I got 2 1s.
Ones don't count.
Oh no! Well, it was a nice try.
Nope. Well, it's your first loss of survival points for your primary character, so you get to ignore that.
Okay.
So you feel the urge to take out your handgun and shoot yourself. But
my Deagle brand Deagle that I always
yeah. But you resist it somehow.
What's happening? My money isn't saving me like I thought it would. I've got to get out of here. And then I run off the set, even though we're live broadcasting.
All right.
And no one has cut the feed because this is a Neil Breen movie.
All right, give me finesse.
Oh no, my finesse isn't so good. No, well, let's.
At least it was better than the paraplegics, probably. Maybe.
Other people can bring in secondary characters if they want that could be relevant. You want to jump on this grenade?
Nope.
No matches?
Nope, no matches.
I will insert intern Eli, who is there to talk to whatever this guy's name was on behalf of Congressman Sears.
Sean Kovacs, okay.
Yes.
Whom I'm a
Kovacs.
big fan of, and I've always sung his praises, even when he did that one, got a certain sect of the community very upset at him.
Yes.
All right, what is Eli doing?
Eli is just wandering onto the set after Kovacs as he's running away. Big, like, wait, Mr. Kovacs, I'm here on behalf of Congressman Sears. And he just literally just bumbles into the way because he has the special ability, stupid action.
Okay. All right, so you gain 2 genre points. As Alien Denim looks at you and says, Eli, you are young and naive. Do you know who your boss is and what they do?
Yes, I do. I know his name is Congressman Sears, and that he is trying to help the world.
Eli, that is not true. He is a hypocrite. He is lying to you and everyone else. I know the truth. I have hacked into the government database that shows that Congressman Sears is lying. It's in the database.
He is not a hypocrite.
All right. Go ahead and roll spirit for Eli.
Oh boy.
Spirit is poor. So
roll 4d10. If you have a positive quality, you get an extra die.
I believe in you.
No. And I get nothing.
Okay.
Nice knowing you, Eli.
Yeah. So that puts you. I'll give you one last chance. Let's see here. So that did you get any ones?
No.
Okay. So you lose 1 survival point, so you're at -1. So you have one last chance. You need to try and save Eli. So that didn't work. You realize your boss is a hypocrite, and you feel the urge to shoot yourself, or take a bunch of pills and go to sleep in your car, or run into the garage and turn the car on.
Go into a zoo and walk into the lion cage.
They don't have the budget for that.
Damn, that's right.
I mean, I guess they could. That actually
it's a CG lion.
Clip art lion.
Yeah, art lion. So what is Eli going to do to try and save himself from alien Denim?
Oh, geez. He is going to start reciting the team mantra for Team Sears when he was on the campaign trail, which is Sears for years. And he's going to try and self-brainwash himself to not do.
All right, roll.
Whatever
What's the hell
suicidal.
of its role plays?
Sears for years. Sears for years. What am I rolling?
That would probably be Spirit again.
Okay. Well, let's say I get 2 2s.
2 2s. All right.
Yeah.
So let's see here. So that puts you back at 0. So you're still on the cusp.
Okay.
And so he says, "You have been brainwashed by the system. I will come back, but first I must deal with Sean, who is by far the greater villain in this." So Sean, you've been running for a while. Where are you running to?
All right, so I ran to an elevator while Agent Denim Alien Denim was distracted, and then even though as the door closed, it was clearly heading down. I am now on the roof on the helipad to get to my helicopter because I have to warn all the other elites who are corrupting the world that Alien Denim is coming after them.
So you're going to try and pilot the helicopter and get away?
No, there's a pilot in there. I'm just trying to get to the helicopter.
Okay, that sounds like finesse.
Okay, I will roll for this again. That dice spot. There it is. Da, 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 da. Even though the dice spot hates me, I will roll it anyway. And I got nothing.
All right, yeah. So what happens is that there is another guy who looks like another, far too young to be an assassin or anything like that, but he's wearing a cheap suit and sunglasses at night, and he says, Sean Kovacs is compromised. We must eliminate the loose end. He is weak. And then there's a bad CG explosion of a clip.
No, you can't. I've been loyal. I've told your lies. I've told your lies for money.
Yeah. Stock footage of an explosion.
God damn it.
Like, right. I just want to imagine like an explosion GIF that's clearly got like a mouse just dragging it over the helicopter on the film.
Probably. The next scene, let's have Tad Jenkins again.
Tad Jenkins agrees.
Yeah, Tad Jenkins. What do you want to do to further your evil agenda?
Tad Jenkins feels that in order to proceed with the that's like the biological streaming service, he's going to need the best shows that we can go through. So in turn, he's going to use the corporations at the Animated Mouse Corporation.
Animated Mouse, okay.
to be able.
Yeah.
I will fucking murder you. So.
Blame Ross. He started the trend.
Jensen is an actual character.
I know.
All right.
Who here has been playing Kingdom Hearts and not stopping talking about it since it came out? Me.
I don't want to talk about it.
I know.
All right. So is this a boardroom meeting at Animated Mouse at SOVAD with Animated Mouse Corporation?
Yes, with generalized executive.
Okay, with generalized executive.
I want to say it looks like the friggin' Sele meeting room from Ava, but they're all have Mickey Mouse on
I knew where you were going the moment you said Sele, and I was not disappointed.
That seems a little high rent for a Neil Breen movie.
Well, no, it needs to be in a condo room, but it's like it's a bedroom itself where everything has been taken out except for one kitchen table that has a tape recorder on it for some reason.
Yeah, it's a one room. It's kind of like that hospital that it's carved in the Neil Breen movie. Clearly not someone's house. So, it's basically someone's living room that's been dressed up to look like a corporate boardroom. And so you're there. General executive is there. Do you want to pay? I'm going to say it's going to be an escalating. It's going to be 1 point to ignore Neil Breen for one scene, then 2 points and 3 points until you actually have a Breen scene. Then it resets to 1. So, do you want to get brained or not? So it'll cost you 2 Xanax.
You heard him. You all heard him. When you like, comment, subscribe this episode, make sure to hashtag Breened it.
No. Oh.
Yes.
I don't want
Make
that
it happen, Internet. I am counting on you.
I don't want that on my Twitter feed.
Aaron, do you want to read the Breen zine or not?
All right. So Ted Jenkins is there. The generalized executive is there. You're trying to get the generalized executive to agree with your plan. He doesn't want to. So you have to persuade him. And then we'll figure out who else is going to be there. We could have anybody secondary character. You could make up a tertiary character if you don't.
I feel like Paul Camara worked for Cartoon Mouse Corporation at some point in the past, so maybe he is there.
Okay, that's one of your secondaries, I assume.
Oh yeah, baby, that's my social media star.
I will go ahead and pay the 2 points, genre points, to keep it Breen free this time.
Okay, so generalized executive is like, well, I see. Don't worry, he's gonna run out of genre points sooner or later. I see your plan is very good, but Animated Mouse Corporation wants to control the world itself, and we don't want to take orders from other people. So why should we agree to work for you instead of you working for us? Because we have control with our political correctness and our also endorsing violence through our movies. So that is what we do at Animated Mouse Corporation.
True. Tad Jenkins knows that you ultimately control the message, and Tad Jenkins doesn't want to take that away from you. Tad Jenkins only wants the power, the ability to be able to take this from you. So Tad Jenkins will actually offer you a deal. Animated Mouse Corporation will retain all control of the subsidiaries of the technology that comes through, as well as all of the shows. At this point, we only want a modest cut, plus access to your fungineers, as it were. Because I have a special project to be able to take out the one lone threat that's like looms over us. And from my bag, since that's like, I will pull out one of the disused laptops.
Oh no. Is that our fun spies have told us that alien Denim is in the area.
We've distracted alien Denim with let's say a minefield of doll heads. We don't know why it distracts them, but it does.
I see. I will definitely let you use our fungineers then, because Alien Denim, with his hacking ability, is a big threat to our plans. Because we want to make everything to encourage people to be violent and also not be violent because we also encourage political correctness, because that's bad somehow.
Exactly.
Because it's against the truth.
You control the message. You look at the code that he is, his alien code on this device, and you will create a warrior more deadly than any walks this earth.
Roll spirit then.
Spirit. So okay, could that act? Well, that's poor. Although,
roll it, Aaron?
Well, okay. Positive qualities. Could I either use sharp debater to get a bonus on this?
Definitely.
Okay.
So all right. You roll 5 dice then.
5 d10s. His spirit is poor because I thought brains. I thought this would be debating. So.
No, I mean spirit is social stuff. Brains is like.
Oh shit. Oh
yeah.
Actually, do you mind if I switch that then? Because I thought.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, thank you. So I will do. So spirit will be good in this case, and that'll be D4. Thank you.
No, it's D6s.
D6s. Sorry. So I correct.
Stop helping Aaron. Let him die on his own terms.
Tad, sorry.
He paid for his no Neil Breen, so like that's the other rules. Also, if there's no Neil Breen in the scene, it's impossible to earn genre points. You can advance your character's plot, but you can't rack up genre points if there's no Breen there. It's not a Breen movie.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah. Anyways, did you get it?
Let's see. I got 2 3s.
All right. Yeah, he agrees. The Fungineers will help you with your rotating. Well, he says we will make the little doll heads rotate in the desert and follow whoever and watch whoever is moving around. That is a very good use. Paul, social media star, what do you have to say to this deal?
What is up, Tad Jenkins? I must say that this is an interesting deal for us to unleash on the unsuspecting youth of the world. But I do have my concerns with your Fungineers. What will happen if there is no room for my famous us straw channel to further tell them not to be politically correct.
Oh, what are you proposing then, Paul?
What I am saying, executive of the company that I work for, is that perhaps there should be a way for us to turn the youth into an unruly mob against the government that is clearly corrupt, so that way they will be more easily manipulated to suit our needs.
Oh, do you have a way to make these youths like that?
But of course, I am talking about manipulating them through unregulated internet videos. If we do that, we can mold them however we want.
Oh, yes.
This guy is way too smart to be a Paul.
Yes. Perhaps you can use your tactics and your VINs and your short looping videos to brainwash them. Good idea, Paul.
Yeah,
Yes,
I hear
thank
they
you.
Like this like button of theirs. They enjoy smashing it.
Yes.
Ring that bell.
Paul,
Pay no
roll-
attention to the large rat in his hair controlling him.
Paul, go ahead and roll spirit then to see how effective your videos are at brainwashing the youth.
Okay. I have persuasion and unconventional thinker. Would those activate?
Yeah, but you can only one can apply at a time.
Oh,
so,
cool. Then I will roll.
Yeah, 5 dice of the appropriate type.
Well, I got 2 ones. I don't think that's good.
Only in kill scenes it's bad. On normal scenes like this one, it actually still works.
Oh, goodness, thanks.
So you still succeed. Yay. So yeah, the youth will be brainwashed, and they will be another thing to. So you have so now you have 2 assets to use against alien Denim. A place out in the desert that has a bunch of doll heads set up on the ground, and whenever somebody's near it, they follow you. They rotate, and then you have a bunch of brainwashed youths that will be yelling and unpleasant, and but they're still innocent because they're just being manipulated.
They will vape directly into his mouth.
Oh God! Each can only be used once, but they can give you bonuses against the effects of alien Denim. So good job. You're pacifying the population. So let's see here. Probably Congressman Sears, I guess, is next with a scene. So what's Congressman Sears going to be doing?
Congressman Sears is going to be talking to his contacts in NASA to see about launching a control satellite for the nanomachines being developed.
Okay. So he's calling NASA. So this is a phone call. So this is taking place in a parking lot. And he's just on a flip phone. And who,
as the prophecy foretold.
No, he's on an N gauge. He's talking into the taco.
Oh.
Yeah.
Side talking.
He's side talking. I like that.
It burns.
Yeah, it should.
It's futuristic.
It's very futuristic. All right, so are you going to pay genre points to have it not be a Breen scene? It's gonna be 2 for you because you were also in the first one. It was not.
No, I am not.
All right, great. So you're talking. Let's see. Who wants to play the NASA scientist?
I'll do it.
All right. So NASA scientist, you don't want to do the satellite because that will mean you can't launch your weather satellite that will save millions of lives from hurricanes.
But Senator, we can't launch that satellite. You know how expensive it is for us, given that we have to devote so much of our budget to hiding the fact that the Earth is flat. We can't afford to launch more than one satellite at once.
Trust me, when we launch the satellite, we'll bring in so much money from those that we control.
But Senator, what about the people? You are supposed to be working for them. So many people will die if they don't know about the weather from our weather satellite that will tell them about the weather.
The people will only need to know what we tell them. we'll control them and have them live their own peaceful lives while we take money out of their pockets, literally and figuratively.
All right. So as you're saying this, alien Denim just sort of fades into existence in the front passenger seat. And he says,
I'm just imagining him clipping through the car.
Yeah.
how can you live with yourself? All of those people, because of global warming, are going to die because they won't know the hurricanes. They won't know the hurricanes that are coming. Why are you doing this, Congressman Sears?
I'm doing it to help people. If they only know what I need them to know, then they'll live peaceful, sedate lives, and they won't have to worry about natural disasters like hurricanes or rising waters.
All right. So, as you do this, the NASA scientist is there's suddenly a hurricane in NASA, which is just
Senator,
like,
I have to hang up the phone. A hurricane has suddenly hit NASA.
there's just a fan off screen that is blowing air and papers.
The phone line. It's lose connection, Senator.
So NASA's dead. And then, well, Congressman Sears, you are too evil to be left alive because you will undoubtedly let everyone die from hurricanes because of this. I have to stop you. I will hack into your brain. So how do you respond, Congressman Sears?
Not if I hack into your brain first.
Okay. All right. That sounds like a brains check. What do we see when you're trying to hack into Alien Denim's brain?
So it zooms in really tight on Sears' eyes, and that's when you see that through his glasses, he has like really shitty, really irritating contacts. Like his eyes are like really, really red. But they have like contacts that have like pen markings drawn on them to make it look like he has cybernetic eyes.
Ooh.
And he is trying to counter hack Denim's alien hacking.
All right. Go ahead.
You didn't realize it was susceptible to a Mac.
And I got nothing.
All right. So did you get any ones?
I got 1-1.
1-1. So that's a T3 plus 1. Let's see here. Well, this is your primary character. This is your first time losing survival points, so you ignore that. So you don't lose any, but you're hacked pretty badly. As we also zoom in on Alien Denim's eyes, and his thing has more numbers in it. So it's better because there's more numbers on his eye.
I think I saw a 2.
Yeah, there's just so many numbers. There's also a little lightning bolt appears in his eye. There's a flash of white, and you're in a green screen area that represents virtual reality. So what is it a green screen of? Someone else give me a suggestion. Like what is this virtual environment? Let's see, Kyle. Where are they fighting virtually?
I gotta say that I feel like it is a very poorly rendered, like JPEG artifacty galaxy of like space, but it does have that old screensaver of the Matrix numbers sort of falling down in front of space, just a little transparent.
Okay, so it's like half Matrix, half space. Kind of like a gradient. Neil Breen has advanced his post-production skills. He learned how to do a gradient fade. All right. I like that. There's also a tiger. There's just a tiger.
I was going to suggest it if Russ didn't say it.
That has a halo around it.
No, it's just a tiger. It's just clearly, something green screened out of a nature documentary. Just kind of lounging there, and it says, "Behold, this is the cyber tiger. It will, if it eats you in the cyber reality, you are consumed in real life. and it will eat you. So, Congressman Sears, I ask you, let the people have funding for their weather satellite, so not to have all the people die from hurricanes. So, what does Congressman Sears do?
He is going to say, "You fool! NASA is already gone. A hurricane wiped it out 5 minutes ago. Now
right.
I can only launch satellites from our secret missile bunkers."
All right. Congressman Sears, I will say you realize you can actually physically act in this. If you throw alien Denim into the tiger, he will be consumed by the tiger. And vice versa. So you can actually use physical things for this.
I'm going to try and do that. I'll use my keen senses to try and get the upper hand and throw him into the tiger.
Yeah. Go for it.
That would be finesse or brawn.
I'll let you use either one.
Okay. I'll use.
Let me show you some pork barrel spending.
Also, you do have ablative interns. You can.
Wow, that is the best description I have ever heard for fucking intern.
I got 2 2s.
2 2s. All right, so you succeed. So you gain a D3 of survival points. So you gain 2 survival points. So you throw him in there, and he says, and then suddenly there's a flash of light, and you are back in your car. What are you gonna do?
I assume that Denim is no longer there.
He's no longer there.
I'm going to get back on my phone and call my interns and be like, "Quick, we must launch our satellites immediately before Denim can get his hands on them. I do not think he is gone.
All right,
for good."
I'll give you a genre point for that. And go and give me a spirit roll to see how well you can command your interns.
Spirit. All right. Normal. And that. 2 2s again. That's all I'm getting tonight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's enough. So they launch the satellites. You gain another survival point. So at the end of the scene, so this is you survived your kill scene. You only have 1 survival point now for future scenes. But the so we cut to Agent Alien Denim inside cyber reality. Being there's just ones and zeros everywhere, sort of transposed on his face a little bit. His post-production skills are leveling up, and he is saying he's monologuing about how he's being absorbed into the internet. I felt myself losing myself, but then I was absorbed into everything, everyone at all times. I am now AI Denim. So
alien Denim.
Oh.
So everyone else can give me one more little sentence for this monologue. If you want to. Richard,
truly, the internet is vast and all-knowing. With this new power, I can be anywhere and everywhere.
Okay, I like that. Richard.
Okay, so as he's coalescing in the internet universe.
Oh yeah, also describe what's going on.
Yeah. There's it's great stock effects of cyberness. Circuits, 1s and 0s going by, lightning, maybe like a mini little spiral galaxy, a lovingly 90s rendered CG orb that's just there and looks spherical. And then as he stands there at the center, he's like, I can feel it. All of the knowledge and the accomplishments of humanity, all that makes us good, and yes, all that makes us evil. but I will reject the evil. And then he starts glowing white, and then he turns, and then the tiger's there again, and he walks to the tiger, and he gets a little too close, and then you can see him kind of go behind the green screen effect of the tiger as he's like trying to pet it like it's actually there. And the tiger just, obviously, since there's no person there, it's just like blinking and turning and looking at things. And it looks away from him as it starts speaking. Yes, and that is why we have chosen you to give you this knowledge to save humankind. Yes, I understand. I must save humankind by destroying humankind. I will do this for the future lens flare.
All right. Because that would normally be the end of a monologue, but this is a Breen movie, so it can go on for a little longer. So, Kyle, do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, sure. You're so hard to follow, man.
That's because I know fucking Neil Breen movies.
So,
but just think of it. After it whites out to the lens flare, you can just go wherever you want.
Oh, that's where I'm going. So as the lens flare fades away, just a little bit offset, so that way you can see like the edge of the actual image. It's not quite in line with the frame. It does sort of cut or star wipe into into some people on like the Las Vegas Strip, and they are just every single one of them is just like face just a little bit too close to their phone to be an actual facsimile of how humans look at their phones. And he says, with this, I will be able to free them from their misinformation on their phones. Truly then will they be able to enjoy the real world and avoid the unethical news corporations that would feed them lies. And the phones that one of the characters is holding, the screen is clearly off and it doesn't really change. You can tell that Neil attempted to put like a JPEG screen in front of the phone, but it's not quite right. And it just has a very quick flash of his own face in the phone, and the person reacts a little shocked.
All right. Aaron, do you want to add anything to that?
Let's see. As his face appears to it, the people that are looking at their phones, far too closely to their face, turn over and look and give each other a long look, stating, "How long have we been disconnected?"
Oh,
God damn!
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's like, and one of the mother looks over and says, "Mom." And people start dropping their phones literally into the garbage as they're walking off towards off towards the boulevard. It's like right there, which looks a little bit, but you see a couple people going from that, but then it transitions back into the scene where it's obviously people off to the road, from a normal B-roll, where people are very much still looking at their phones. And amazingly enough, it's still that same poor bastard in front of that 3-card Monty table.
All right. Everyone gets a genre point for that because that was great. Good job, everyone. So we're at a backyard pool party. All the characters are there. There's a barbecue going on. There's a swimming pool, and you're just there having a nice little party / get together. And it's just there. And maybe someone's drinking too much, and it's kind of sad. But also, AI Denim is there because but then I remember my memories with Linda, who I loved very much, and I have reincarnated into a human body so I could be with her reincarnation, who was also named Linda. So he's there to fall in love with another woman there,
named Linda.
But all your characters are there as well. Primary and secondary. And in fact, even if you're dead, you're still there.
Because the scene was filmed out of order.
Yeah. So Richard, which of your characters do you want to control for this scene?
You know what? I'm going to control my socialite, Helen.
Helen is there. Okay.
Yeah, because I want to say, because I think it'd be funny that Helen was his dead wife's sister.
Ooh, Linda's
Yeah.
sister. Okay.
Yeah.
And so what is Helen doing? What does Helen think of this her relationship?
Well, she's a socialite, so of course she's got to be at the center of any party. So she's there, she's drinking, she's flirting, and being ditzy and whatever. But she never approved of what was her name, Linda?
Yeah.
Yeah, she never approved of Linda's relationship because she could have stayed with the hobnobbing snobs, and instead she chose to be with that man and his secrets, and to give up all of her wealth and money to be with him, and I just can't conceive of why anyone would ever do that.
Oh my god.
I love it. So let me look up some Neil Breen character names.
Go for it.
He is wow. He is Thiggle, which is his character. The AI's name from Pass Through, Thiggle. That's his human name. And yeah, so Thiggle is there, and that's how it's spelled, apparently. So what happened? All right, so that's what Helen is doing. You can make a spirit check to see how successful you're being in being the center of attention.
Okay.
Let's see here, Noah. What are you doing? Which character do you want to control for the scene?
I'll be playing intern David.
Mm-hmm. What is intern David doing?
He is smoking because that is his negative trait.
Mm-hmm.
And flipping burgers.
Oh, he's at the grill. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I will give someone a genre point if they're drinking to excess. If they're being a sloppy drunk.
Well, I mean, obviously I was drinking to excess.
Yeah.
Also, I got 3 4s.
Okay. You're all right. So everyone, there's a lot of extras who are laughing and paying attention to you. So Kyle, which character do you have for this scene?
I will be playing Walter Bueno, the environmental activist who I just now decided was also a friend of Thiggle.
He's a friend of Thiggle?
Oh, yes, he is a friend of Thiggle. In fact, he looks up to Thiggle as sort of a mentor, a father figure that he never had before.
Okay. I like that, so it's obviously a younger character. And then Aaron, who are you going to be playing?
I will be playing it's like the prodigal son. That's like from 3,000 years in the future, the Lappy 4000.
What does Lappy look like?
The Lappy looks like a normal laptop that is sitting a normal HP laptop circa 2006.
That's too boring, Aaron. Come on, it's got to be just like a regular dude, but he has like a keyboard taped to his chest.
Ooh, yeah. If he had some electronics taped to himself, that would be way better.
Oh, damn it!
Alien cyber Jesus who had circuit boards.
Yeah, so no, it's a guy. No, it's a guy, but he has a helmet with literal rams stuck around it.
He's like wearing a mouse as like a necklace.
Yeah, no. That's it's actually on top of his own denim jacket, but it's laced with Cat 6 cable.
Okay. What kind of helmet? Is it a motorcycle helmet or?
Yes, it's a motorcycle helmet and it has one red eye looking at it, but you can obviously tell that's a laser pointer that they just duct taped to the inside of the visor.
All right. So, let's see here. So Thiggle goes, raises a glass, say, "Everybody, I love Linda and she loves me and we're going to be married and you're all invited and it's going to be very happy and I'm so happy right now." So Helen, of course, your little friend of your little circle of friends is like, "Oh, look at them."
Yeah, they all start tittering, and I immediately march up to him and throw my drink in his face. And I say, "How dare you? Linda doesn't want to marry you. You're not even rich. You don't know what it's like to be rich and powerful and better than normal people. How can you take her away from this life?"
Walter gasps in a medium shot that lingers just a little too long.
Like he almost starts to stop, but then he realizes the camera's still on.
Well, he looks at the person behind the camera and then sort of nods in acknowledgement that he should hang just a little longer.
They give one shot of Lappy. There's no words spoken, but you can hear angry 56K modem sounds coming from him.
I just want to imagine that's like in that's in the like closed captioning angry 56K modem noise.
That's literally what it says.
So Figgle goes, Lappy, my adopted son who came from 3,000 years in the future, who came here and had nobody, so I took him in and I take care of him because I know that it's very hard to be from the future. Could you escort Helen out? She has had too much to drink. So
more 56K modem sounds that just says, fine, whatever, Dad.
Okay. Helen, are you going to allow this to be escorted off?
Yeah, well, what it is like, I'm like resisting, but like he's barely got his hands on me, so it's clear that he's not really restraining me, and I'm just making the motions like he is. As I say, no, you can't throw me out! I'm the life of this party! You can't do this! I'm rich! No!
Okay.
As I'm like walking backwards and bumping into him behind me because he's not actually pulling me.
All right,
Also,
both of you need to make finesse check. Oh, sorry, what were you going to say, Lappy?
Sorry, and also part of this, yes, I'm every time I'm almost falling down because Lappy's human pilot is obviously having human suit is obviously having problems seeing beyond the darkened visor.
Okay. Yeah, so both of you need to roll finesse to
Okay.
make finesse checks, and Lappy will be at disadvantage unless he has a positive trait that makes him more dexterous or...
Ooh, I got 2 5s.
He wants the scene to be over very quickly, so the thing is, he comes from the future, so he also knows everything that's going to happen, so access to the Great Breen record.
All right, so that's not going to give you advantage in this, because maybe whatever happened is supposed to happen. That would be for knowledge. This is for not falling in a pool.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Well, let's see.
You can't have traits and say, I'm from the future, therefore I'm better at everything. Like that's
Isn't that the Neil Breen motto here?
That's for Neil
I know
Breen,
fucking everything.
not for other characters in Neil Breen movies, Aaron.
You'd know this if you'd watched them.
There's only room for one Neil Breen in a Neil Breen movie.
Really? Even when my character is the...
Ross, since I got 2 5s, can I just push Aaron into the pool?
What did Lappy get?
2 2s.
2 2s. Yes, Lappy is shoved into the pool.
Yay!
And that is a fatal thing because he's a secondary character.
I didn't mean to kill him.
Yep. I told you, Brain's in the scene. It's a kill scene.
Fuck, I forgot.
So, Aaron, you get 2 genre points.
He's bit of electronics.
There are lightning bolt effects that happen, and then Neil jumps in the pool and says, "No, Lappy, my adopted son from the future. I'm so sad that you have died."
Do I get last words?
Yeah, sure.
So it's like avenge your abandoned children, father.
No. All right, so
I want to say that right there at the end, like the camera pans to my actress and she starts laughing because she thinks it's going to be a funny scene, and then she sees what Neil Breen's saying, and then she suddenly like just looks embarrassed and turns to walk off the set.
Okay, Kyle, what does your character do in reaction to all this?
Geez, that's a tough one. I suppose Walter would like to wait, and still within the same scene, but just with utterly inappropriate pacing. After the death of Lappy, he would like to approach Figgle and offer something.
Okay, Figgle. Which character is Figgle?
Figgle. That is Neil Breen's human name.
Oh, Thiggle.
Yeah,
Thiggle,
the one you
Thiggle.
told us, Ross.
Yeah.
The one I spelled out.
All right. So, what are you offering to Thiggle? Just his help?
Thiggle, my friend, you were the father for me that I never had in the past. And I know that you are sad from the death of your son from the future, Lappy. And that is why I want you to have this, the thing that you gave me on the day that you saved me from a life of crime. And I would like to use just what I needed for 3 genre points. And I would like to produce a big ring with a magical stone on it.
Oh, thank you so much. I remember this.
Yes, you gave it to me after you helped me get out of the gang that was selling drugs. And that is why I would like for you to use it as the wedding ring for your wife, Linda, so that you two might have a happy, long, and healthy life together, the two of you.
Yeah. So yeah, he is quite happy about that. So he takes Lappy, he kind of drags Lappy out of the pool a little bit. We will have a wedding tomorrow to be happy, to get over Lappy's death. Linda and I are happy now because I have a wedding ring.
Somehow Lappy in his death is actually just continually repeating a boot error beep.
Yeah.
Well, it's just the beep, 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 beep.
So meanwhile, Helen,
Sorry.
the thing is, you feel super sad about killing Lappy, because you remember what you had a lot of happy memories with Lappy. So in a brief flashback montage, what are the happy memories you have with Lappy?
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Sorry. I'm in like 4th beer, so I'm slow on the uptake now. Geez. Okay, so I had a happy memory with Lappy. Can it be a montage sequence?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, great. So yeah, there's like a montage of like Lydia introducing me to him at a party, and like it's like your standard meet cute, right? Like, you know, I have someone to introduce you. Helen, meet Lappy. And then he's like at a wall socket recharging, and he just slowly turns, and it's got like the little color wheels in his eyes because his OS is loading. And then I just kind of like get a little fuzzy out of focus for a second, and I go, oh, hello. And then it's like the next scene is like us talking over a candlelight dinner. And then the next scene is us just like sitting under a tree laughing. And then the next scene is like us in a library, and I'm like typing frantically on him, and it's got like my resume on his display screen.
Font not recognized.
What do you mean you can't do Garamond bold? And then the next scene is like me at Best Buy just saying like, yeah, so is there any way we can like, I think he needs more ROM to like make his brain work? Is that how that goes?
I need 46 pin.
I don't know what that means. Just do whatever you can. And also,
man, we don't sell that here.
What do you mean? You're a computer place. Of course you sell that.
Don't leave me with the Geek Squad.
It's fine. They'll take care of you. Look, I've got a hair appointment. Just call me when he's ready, okay? Bye, honey.
So
another
Helen,
home lost.
That was very moving. Gain a genre point. However, you're so sad now. You find yourself in the garage as you turn the car on, and the garage is closed.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
So roll spirit to see if you can resist your urge to kill yourself.
Ross, you son of a bitch! You've tricked me with suicide again.
It's a Breen movie. There's a lot of characters killing themselves.
Yeah, but now I'm inebriated, and so I'm losing genre. Good thing spirit's my best stat. Damn it. 3. I got 2 4s and 3 1s.
All right, so you resist the urge to kill yourself.
Okay. No, I've got to keep living. I've got to keep living for Linda and for Lappy. I'll make him pay. I'll make Thiggle. I look off camera. How do you say it? What is it?
Figgle.
Figgle?
Figgle.
Really? Figgle?
Yeah.
Okay,
Figgle.
okay. I'll make Figgle pay! And then I
All right.
get out of my car and then walk out of the garage and then turn around and walk back in the garage and get in my car and drive away.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta open the garage door. So that's a great scene. So new scene. This is gonna be another meeting, I would imagine. So actually no, this is gonna be the drug smuggling meeting. So
Oh boy.
you're just out in sort of like a burned out mobile home. And there's a big sort of card, folding table that's been set out with a bunch of packages of drugs, which are like bags of white powder that have been taped up. And so they're drug guys, and there's like, this is for the bankers, and this is for the corporations, and this is for the CEO. Let's see here. Certainly, the two business people who are still left alive need to be there.
Tad Jenkins needs all the coke.
Yep.
Brian Geschaft has a problem with the nose clowns.
Noah, do you have any characters for this scene?
One of the interns will be there.
Okay, which intern?
We'll put Eli there.
All right. Eli is there.
Is that the one who had the close encounter?
Yes. It is.
Okay.
So, Richard, do you have any characters who are there?
Hold on. I have to look at my characters again because it's been a while. You know what? I've got a stockbroker. They always need a good supply of blow, right?
Yep, they need drugs for Wall Street.
Sure. So yeah, Ed Uncle Malkalar is here, and he just needs to get his fix. He doesn't really care about anything else.
All right. So you're all there, and then the drug dealer is handing out drugs. And he says, let's see here, Tad Jenkins, you've been good for business, but not good enough. I'm only giving you half the drugs you think you would get. And same thing for you, Brian G. I'm giving more drugs to the broker. Sorry, Richard, what was your character?
Ed. Don't worry about his last name because it's South African.
Ed's getting your share because Ed's done more for us.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. I need to get that to get my mojo on. Bring it my way.
Tad Jenkins fairly believes that you're in a weak bargaining position because Tad Jenkins is in full control of the last streaming season of Game of Kings.
Weak bargaining position. Have you understood what I do for a living? I negotiate $1-million deals. Other people's money. I gamble with people's life savings just to make profit that I spend on drugs for myself.
And Tad Jenkins realized that makes you a bush leaguer compared to the people that I've made poor.
Bush leaguer? Why, I oughta.
All right, you both have guns. You could shoot each other. Also, Brian G., what do you want to do?
Gentlemen, surely we can reach a more agreeable arrangement so that we could better distribute this drugs to make ourselves more richer. Surely we can make this compromise to further push the world to a bad ending.
So,
well, I know. We can have a coke-off. Whoever snorts the most coke wins.
That's actually incredible.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Ross.
Hell yeah.
Eli has stupid actions, so that means you can have him do something.
All right. Yeah. Eli, you get 2 genre. Noah, you get 2 genre points. So Eli is on his phone saying, "Yeah, I'm just doing a big drug deal. We're at the corner of Elm Street.
Doing drugs.
We have Ted Jenkins and Brian G and a bunch of other people who are distributing drugs. I'm going to be back soon.
Digital drugs for real drugs.
Yeah. But I'm paying you to wait for me because I use prostitutes because I'm a bad person too, even though I'm only just an intern. So you just shut your mouth and wait for me because I'm paying you. So that's what Eli's doing. So
Okay.
Breen is inbound. AI Denim is coming.
You get the Breen countdown.
So, but there's a
Warning,
disagreement about
incoming
who's
Breen.
getting what amount of drugs. So you could settle it by seeing who can consume the most.
I am exceptionally greedy, so Brian G is going to try to do as much blow as possible.
All right, so this could be brains or brawn. That would work, or spirit. Actually, I'd allow either one. To
Oh Jesus! All my
anything but finesse really would qualify.
Damn it! That was my best stat.
Yes,
Good.
Tad's also going to show that it's like he can do that, and is also going to utilize his ability of Wall Street fanatic, because he needs a lot of energy to be able to trade stocks.
Yeah,
on a
no,
regular
he's got
basis.
he's built up a tolerance for it. So sure.
Yep. All right, so that's
so you can roll that.
100 spirits. So that's 5.
Yeah, 5 dice.
I have a question. If I have a positive quality, such as loves drugs, and a negative quality, such as greedy, that both apply to a situation, do they cancel each other out?
Actually, only loves drugs would apply in this situation. Greedy would not apply in this situation because greedy would be more like, do you notice the trap of if somebody is trying to ambush you by using drugs as bait?
Okay.
That's how I would rule it. So you just get your bonus die. Richard, does your character have a relevant?
I rolled. Well, what did I roll? Spirit, and I got nothing. So
okay.
I rolled spirit as well, and I got 2 3s and 2 1s.
Oh no, I rolled brains, but I still got nothing. So
okay.
My spirit and my brains are the same. I got 2 5s and 2 2s.
All right. So Richard's character is dying.
I'm going all scanners in my chair.
Tad Jenkins knew you couldn't handle the stream.
You just
don't want to be no fucking prawn.
You can't hang with the big dogs, little boy.
That's fine. I don't mind being a red shirt.
Richard's character is dying. That was Ed, right? Or
Ed.
Ed has died as he just like headbutts a mound of cocaine. And
my only regret is not doing more coke.
So Kyle, what was your highest set?
2 5s.
Aaron, what was your highest set?
2 3s.
2 3s. All right. So Kyle is winning.
I love cocaine.
But you're still in the game. You can go again, or you can try and help Ed, who is dying of an overdose.
Tad Jenkins looks out for Tad Jenkins alone. We're doing more coke. Actually, we're upping it. That's like we're upping it with the Molly.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Noah's character slams down a bottle of pills. Swallow these first, and then you can snort again. That's how drugs work.
Because we need the downer before the upper.
Yeah.
So Brian pours the bottle of M&Ms into his mouth.
All right.
And I will go. I will split the bottle as necessary.
All right. Both of you roll again.
Okay. So can we use the? Could I have the same? All right.
Yeah. Same roll.
All right.
Oh damn! My D6s are doing good.
Why'd you have to say it like that?
I know, right?
That's just how my voice is.
Damn.
Gang. I'm sorry. I got 2 5s and 2 4s.
All right. I got 2 6s.
What type of die were you rolling with?
D6.
Oh, toppers. Oh.
You don't deal with the 80s, son.
So you're both there. You're both holding on, but clearly Aaron's character is at an advantage. And you are barely holding on. But that's when Kyle, but that's when AI Denim just kind of is there. And Noah, your intern, can act first. He sees AI Denim because he's not snorting mounds of cocaine.
Plus, you know this threat. You are familiar with this threat.
Yeah. So what is he going to do?
So Eli has the negative attribute of overconfident. So he's going to try and fight digital Denim.
All right. Roll brawn with a disadvantage. So -1 die.
And I get nothing.
All right. So so how does he attack? Just with his fist?
He's gonna try and hit him with his very large cell phone.
He's like a fucking World War II radio.
No, he's got like an 80s cell phone.
The bricks. So
all right,
Jesus
so poor
Christ.
Ed goes and then he says no. And AI Denim waves his hand, and your Ed's ears start bleeding, and he clutches his head, and he just and he falls down, and he's dead. So,
Okay.
Yep. You get 2 genre points for that.
Bye, Eli.
And then AI Denim looks at the 2 of you who are snorting mounds of. He killed something. He waves his hand. Everyone else falls dead.
Oh no!
All the miscellaneous. Well, all the the drug dealers who were there. There's like 6 or 7 drug dealers there who were just standing around yelling and cheering at you on as you were snorting mounds of cocaine. Yeah. And then they just all die. But the 2 competitors are still there. And he says, "Why have you not helped your compatriot, your friend, who is now almost dead from drugs?"
Because, Alien Denim, what you don't understand with your upstanding morals is that the more our competitors die, the more money we can make to live a life of luxury.
All right. Aaron,
Ted Jenkins just wants to say fuck it to the universe.
Ted Jenkins is a nihilist.
No, Tad Jenkins is a Tad Jenkinist.
That's true.
All right, so Ed dies. What are his last words?
Wait. Can I? Oh, okay, cool. I get last words.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. As I realize death is coming, I look up to the Breen, who only now, too late, I realize is my true Lord and Savior, and I go, Ancient Alien AI Denim, I'm scared. What's going to happen to me?
And the AI Denim says, "You will be your mind will be put in a virtual reality where you will live your life over and over 1,000,000 times until you learn what it is to be human."
I understand. I wasted my life on pursuing wealth and snorting drugs. Next time, I'll do better.
And then we have a cut to like a baby being born, and then
That's so perfect.
Oh god.
And it just goes through his life, and we get back to the same scene. He's like, "I will learn," and then he's like, "Oh wait."
And that scene plays out 5 more times.
Ross, that's so good. That is so good.
I haven't seen Twisted Pair yet, but I really hope there's something like that in there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This
Jenkins,
is so good. I need to get another beer.
All right, so it's just Tad Jenkins and Brian G now facing down AI Denim on their drug competition. And it says, "You two have been so addicted to drugs that you are competing to see who can do the most of this poison that kills people and children with the drugs and the drug trafficking." So
That was kind of the best possible response he could have given.
So yeah, what do? He just kind of condemns you with that.
Tad Jenkins realizes that you honestly have no idea what we're experiencing and can only really truly understand if you're doing it in the way that it's like your alien biology will allow you. I ask you to try out the new product, Ultra Netflix 69.
Nice.
And produce a USB drive.
Oh wow. That'll take you 3 genre points to do that. Do you have 3 genre points?
I do.
All right, you spin those, and you have the drive. All right, give me.
Okay, I have to know if Neil Breen is going to insert this USB drive. Which orifice is he going to stick it in? Nose, belly button, ear.
His eye.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be like a scene of him in profile, and
Yeah.
as he puts the USB drive, there's a really bad effect to cover up that it's not going
Well,
into his head.
it's literally just this still image of his face, and then you can see it cutting into the green screen.
Yes, beautiful.
All right, roll
Wow.
spirit to see if he accepts it.
Yes, and also for this, since I figured he will do this, can I use my positive quality of market predictions?
Oh yeah, sure.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
So, oh god, come on.
Come on, Aaron. When have you ever rolled bad?
No, okay, no. This is it. Probably will roll bad, but here's the thing: I've learned this is way back from Cthulhu Dark. That apparently all of my scumbag characters roll great, just all the time. And the prophecy held true. 2 6s. That is on a
Yay!
D6.
Yeah, baby.
You did it, Aaron. You gave
God
into
damn
the
it.
dark
Very well.
side.
So Neil Breen, sorry, AI Denim goes, this virus, I have been hacked. I cannot do this.
It just goes to his viewpoint, and like the words "fatal error" appear in red, but it's Comic Sans.
He turns to Brian G and says, I must delete all errors from the mainframe. And so, Brian G, you have to make some kind of roll to not be deleted.
Okay. So, well, Alien Denim, I foresaw you coming. I knew that Eli, the senator's intern, would call you here. And that is why I have prepared several lethal traps to prevent you from preventing me from escaping this drug mating. So I have resourceful, and I would like to use resourceful in whatever amount of genre points I need to do to play a bad flashback montage, the second of the movie, that had me setting up a couple of traps so that I could run from the drug meeting when alien AI Denim rolled
Actually, you've
up.
already established you have 2 traps. You have the rotating doll heads.
I'm going to use the rotating doll heads then. We're in the desert for this one.
Yeah. So you've already established that. So go ahead and roll spirit, and if you get a success, that will trigger.
Okay. Resourceful activates, right? So I get an extra die?
Yeah.
Well, shit. I got 2 ones.
Yeah, those don't count.
Yeah, I know.
Kill him! Kill him! Kill him!
That's my first one in a kill scene, though. So does that get
Kill
eaten?
him! Kill
Yeah,
him!
that does get eaten. But you're still in peril.
Oh, fuck.
So basically, the dolls aren't there. There was one other asset you made. I can't remember what it was.
Brainwashed youths.
Oh yeah, brainwashed youths. They could show up.
I mean, I guess I'm going to burn another asset because I don't want Brian to perish. So
Yeah.
Brian will say, "Come, children, you are my trap. Do this cocaine, underage children, and then attack AI Denim for me."
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't say cocaine. You just say drugs.
Drugs, my mistake. Drugs.
okay.
drugs.
So
drugs,
go ahead and roll
drugs.
again. Spirit.
Oh, hell yes.
Imagine he just pulls out a duffel bag and sets it on the table, and just a little girl comes out and just buries her face in a thing of flour.
Just
Yep.
smashes it in. I got 2 6s on a D6. I believe that's toppers.
Yep, those are toppers. So you're fine. So the U's appear. They just they start swarming around AI Denim. And let's see here. So hey, I did. Yeah, you're both able to get away. You've completed the drug meeting. So good job. So let's see here. Richard, you can call, or Congressman Sears, you can call a scene. As you have one step left, but before that, we need to do the wedding scene. So we inexplicably cut to Figgle getting ready for his wedding.
That's like the most Neil Breen thing ever.
Oh God.
All this shit's happening, and then there's a wedding.
Yep.
Yep.
And so they're at a little wedding chapel, which is clearly just some sort of conference room. And Linda is there, and all the characters are there. But as we start, everyone can clearly see a laser dot on Linda. And it's sort of flickering between her and Thiggle. / AI Denim, because it's Neil Breen. It's all the same character essentially.
Mhm.
So, which character do you want for this scene, Aaron?
I guess Tad's my only one alive.
All right, so Tad's there.
Yeah, so he's the only one still
so
left.
Kyle, who's there?
Because even though he hate.
Yeah.
Do you say anything?
Oh, sorry. I was just saying that even though Tad obviously hates the like Denim, he's not passing up the opportunity to score a free meal or a free bar.
Yeah, of course. Good point.
Walter Bueno, the best man, is there.
All right. Yeah, he's there. Let's see here. Noah, who's there?
David is there, and he is going to be he's going to be overseeing the ceremony. He is ordained.
Wait, your intern is ordained?
Oh my God!
Yes.
Yeah, he took. It's just a simple internet course, Ross.
All right,
It takes like 30 minutes.
All right, I just want to make sure.
That's my next Base Raiders character, ordained intern.
Nice.
Oh hell yeah!
And finally, Richard, what kind of character do you have there?
I'll stick with Helen. She's one of the bridesmaids, but she's clearly unhappy about it. She's like holding her bouquet with one hand and like twirling her hair, looking really annoyed, glaring at Denim.
Okay, so ordained intern, give us a brief ceremony, or
So he's standing there in like stereotypical like Catholic priest robes.
Sure.
And he's got, the book and everything. And it's the conference room is like barely done up into like the vaguest of church like settings. So there's just like one of those outdoor like arches just put onto like the front of the room, and they've barely covered the whiteboard.
It's not even a full conference room. They've got a partition in the middle. I'm like,
yes.
They're really making the most out of that Wendy's, I gotta say.
And the Bible is clearly a 6th edition Warfrop book that just has a cross cut out of construction paper and taped over the Sigmar's comet.
Yes.
Oh
Dearly
God!
beloved, we're gathered here to marry Thiggle and Linda. If there is anybody who thinks that these two should not be married, please say so now, or forever hold your peace.
Okay.
At that point, Helen will say, "I object."
Jen,
Why?
Yeah, why?
I'll tell you why.
Or
But
Jen.
first, I need Thiggle to stand right here in front of me with a direct line of sight to that balcony over there so that I can tell him why I don't want him to marry my beloved sister Linda.
Unfortunately, the sniper is very twitchy, so Helen, you need to make a finesse check.
Oh no, that's her worst stat! You son of a bitch! You hoisted me by my own petard once again! Damn you! Oh, jeez. Nope! I got nothing.
All right. What are Helen's last words?
Her last words are, I just want you to know, I always thought you were a son of a bang.
Yeah. That's basically it. She falls down.
And it's great because, like, the laser sight is on the back of my head, but when I fall down, he catches me in his arms, and there's, like, a red spot on my forehead.
Yep.
That's some
Clearly,
ketchup.
and some in your ears too for some reason.
Yes.
So,
Well, that was worth it.
Intern, yeah, you get 2 genre points. Intern Dave, do you have any characters left, Richard?
I have one left. I have my Lyft driver.
Which you all right. Intern Dave, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to. Oh no! What has happened? And rush over to Helen, who got shot. Like,
All right, give me a finesse check.
okay.
The sniper's on a roll now. It's like, oh shit,
2
I fucked it up.
4s.
All right. Let's see here. Kyle, who was your character that you had here? The best man?
Walter Bueno.
All right, he needs to make a finesse check too.
So Walter moves to the dear wife and says, "Get down! There is a mad gunman!"
Yep.
Tad also looks over, still with a drink in his hand, going, "I've heard about the bridesmaid catching the bullet K, but this is ridiculous."
No, that's not Neil Breen.
That's not even a remotely good bet. Boo!
Boo!
No, I got
I want him to
nothing.
turn into Dudley Moore. I hate Tad.
All right, the second shot rings out, and Walter Bueno falls over. What are his last words?
Thiggle! Oh, my father figure, Thiggle! Come closer!
He does so.
You were like a father to me, and I just don't want this cruel world to take away your kind heart.
All right.
Blarg.
You get 2 genre points. Good job. Let's see here. Aaron, which character did you have in this scene?
Tad.
Tad. Okay. Let's see here. Well, that's the wedding. Wait, no, the sniper readjusts his aim and he's going to shoot Linda. Is any of the surviving characters going to intervene?
David will try and intervene.
Who's going to intervene?
Intern David.
All right. Okay.
All right, intern David, give me what? How are you going to intervene?
He is going to do the no slow-mo dive in front of.
All right, that's finesse.
2 3s. God damn it!
You survived. Is that it?
Yes.
All right, I'll give you 2 genre points if you just ignore it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I'll give you 3 actually.
Yay!
So I'll give you a bonus one. So yeah, intern David eats it as Linda is protected from the sniper's bullet, and he falls to the ground. What are his last words?
I can see the light.
All right.
He sticks his tongue out as he tilts his head.
Does he cross his eyes?
Yeah, kind of.
Does he die where Walter's body would have been, but is not?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we get a brief montage of him being reborn as a baby.
Every time it makes me laugh.
Damn it.
So, yeah, that ends that scene. So Thiggle's actually successfully married. Good job. And let's see here. So we've done the drug deal. And so the only thing left is the bioweapons. So there's a meeting with the Parasol Corporation and let's see here, and their leader, Lester. Who is a very
I'm
cool...
glad you've been paying attention, Ross.
So who wants to be, so obviously Congressman Sears needs to be there, Tad Jones, Brian G needs to be there, Richard your bus driver could be waiting nearby.
Which one of them needed a ride? Because that's how I'm here.
Oh no!
Whoever needed a Lyft driver, that's how I'm here.
Is everyone down to 1 character yet?
Yes, me.
I am.
I got 2.
I'm gonna say that
Kyle is 2. Who's your other character?
Paul Camera.
What is Paul Camera?
He's a social media star who is
that's right.
the bioweapon.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, we'll start with that. He's there as well. And Lester says, "Let me give a demonstration of my bioweapon that we'll use to poison the Lake Mead and the dam near Las Vegas. So if you step into if you take this injection, Paul, it's quite fine and safe."
All right, I don't see any problems with doing this untested injection.
Yep. It's very cool for social media.
Yes, surely the kids will love it.
I just lean over to the center. So is this like some kind of art show, like a live action exhibit, or?
Quiet, you. Just stand there and do your job.
I mean, the car's running. I mean, we can.
Exactly. Shh.
Tad does not pay you to talk.
Sorry.
All right, so Paul, you need to give me a bronze check.
The only thing I'm good at. I got 2 4s. Holy shit.
All right, so you're basically going to mutate into something, which is going to look really bad in terms of special effects, but it's basically what happens to your character. It's some cool, like, maybe you get reptile eyes, or you you have green paint on.
Definitely reptile eyes and green paints, but
Okay.
Paul's actor is also wearing kind of one of those like sweatshirts that are just a little too baggy, and they have stuffed the hand holes for the sweatshirts with cell phones. So they are held where the hands would be.
Okay. All right. So he's very cool looking, and he says, Lester says, "Look, Tad Jenkins, Brian G., and Congressman Sears, look how powerful my drugs are. With these super soldiers, you'll be able to defeat AI Denim and anyone else. Isn't that right? But you need to pay more money for this. I know you're making a lot of money from drugs and cheating people at the banks, so I'm going to need double the money if you want more than this."
Tad Jenkins will step up. I don't think you underestimate the how much we have. This is it's like we do this to make more money. I can give you anything you want. So I'm gonna try to roll spirit, but with my flush with dirty money positive quality.
Okay.
So I have all the money, every money that ever existed. It all flows from Tad.
Well, actually, no, that would be a negative quality in this case, because you're trying to, like,
flush.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's wanting double money, and you're not willing to pay.
Okay,
that.
so I guess
want to not pay him.
Sharp debater then. So
Okay, sharp debater.
do you realize how much more money we can get to you now?
Mm-hmm.
Really, the money, that money. So
all right,
let's try this one.
Guys, I don't want to rush you, but like my niece, her birthday is like at 5.
You were on Tad's dollar.
I don't care about your niece, Uber driver.
Jeez, I mean, technically I work for Lyft because Uber's kind of scummy. I mean,
Be happy with your gig economy.
all right. Jesus, I'm just,
Soon it will be the gigabyte economy.
Oh, Noah's got to get a point for that.
That's a point. That is a point.
Yeah, that's
That was pretty good.
I got 2 3s.
All right, Lester is very well. I suppose I can give it to you for the price that you were asking.
I suppose you will. Or Tad suppose you will. Fuck, Tad forgot to speak in the third person.
At that point, AI Denim appears. Haha! I have defeated the teens.
When he says that, does it just pan back to the fucking room and it's just the kids just lying on the floor and it's not really clear what happened?
They're lying on the floor, and then they just do a wipe to where the room is now empty. Like, it's just...
Perfect.
Ross, the rest of it, you said, like, I've defeated all the teams. The first thought in my mind went, David?
Oh, nice. That was pretty savage there, Aaron. Damn.
Sorry, David.
Someone clip this and send it to David.
No.
So, he says, thanks to the power of love from my wife, Linda, because I am also secretly Thiggle, the person you all know, the architect. I am also AI Denim, who used to be an Agent Denim, who used to be Alien Denim, who is now AI Denim. And I've come to stop you from succeeding in your evil scheme to hurt people and make the world worse with your hypocrisy.
I'm sorry, did he just say Thiggle? Did he say, what is
yes, that is his name. Now shut up, Lyft driver. Paul Camera Monster. Kill alien AI Denim.
So Paul Camera Monster, yeah, you need to make a brains check. As
brains?
Yeah, he starts hacking your brain.
Oh shit! Well, that's bad.
Yeah, at disadvantage too, because it's AI Denim. He's super good at hacking.
Paul Camera has unconventional thinker. Can he think of different ways to avoid hacking?
What would that entail? I don't know how to.
I think that would. It's one of my positive qualities.
I think it's just the fact that he's so dumb he doesn't think like a normal person.
I will allow that if you put one of the other characters in the scene at risk.
There you go. There you go.
All right, I want to put that Lyft driver at risk.
What? What did I do?
All right. In that case, Paul Camera Monster picks up the Lyft driver. What was his name?
Whoa! Hey!
And throws him at AI Denim. So
you didn't see this one coming.
All right. So give me your brains check at normal.
Nah. I did not get it.
When the Lyft driver gets thrown, it's very clearly just like, it's not even like a ragdoll. It's just like a mannequin that they put in.
No, I was about to say, it's clearly a mannequin. I'm like clearly of Arabic descent, but it's clearly like a white mannequin that's just not even wearing my clothes.
And its wig is slightly off to the side as it's not holding on during the throw.
All right,
yes,
so Paul
exactly.
Camera Monster, your brain has been hacked.
He's in my brain.
So you turn, and you are dying, but you can extend your life momentarily if you attack Paul, one of the evil business people, Tad Jenkins or Brian G, or Congressman Sears, who is also there.
I feel like it makes the most sense to attack Brian. You did this to me, Brian G. You did this to me.
All right, so in that case, Kyle, you get to choose who lives and who dies. I'll let you narrate this.
Oh, Jesus. So, good God. So Paul rushes Brian G. It's like Sophie's Choice in here. Like, you're making this difficult for me. And Paul Camera, the cell phones in his monstrous hands begin to flash too brilliantly, and there are some lightning effects that come out of them and hit Brian G, who sort of, oh no, falls to the ground with some bad smoke effects as the camera pans out just a little too far, and you can see like some of the wires from the boom in the shots. Brian is no more.
All right, so it's just Paul Camera Monster. And Brian G is dead. Gain 2 genre points.
Oh boy.
So now you're down to eat for let's see here. What was the Lyft driver's name?
The Lyft driver's name is Saik.
Saik. All right. So Saik is stunned but still alive. And
wait, did someone just throw me? I'm kind of unclear as to what just happened. And what is going?
Don't worry. You are just a person who is caught up in things you don't understand. I am AI Denim, I'm here to help you and save all the people from the evil businessman. Will you help me, Lyft driver Saik?
Do you need a ride?
All right. I will need a ride to justice, but not yet. So, Tad, Brian, and Congressman Sears, what are you going to do? You can do a thing. You could run away. You could try and fight. Lester has disappeared.
So I would like Congressman Sears to do it just what I needed.
Mm-hmm.
I'll spend 3 genre points to suddenly have a sword. And I'm going to square off. Yes,
He's got a Party City sword.
Yes.
And I'm going to square off against
AI
Denim.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Roll Brawn. And
Please do this because
I'll give you an advantage because you have a sword.
Succeed, but if you don't, I have an interesting way possibly out of this.
Okay, an advantage. 3 8s.
Damn. Get it done.
Is that on? Wow. Are you rolling d8s?
Yes.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Good job, man.
So yeah, there is you cut and you stab AI Denim, through the chest. Not at all like he's holding the sword between his arm and his chest. Like it goes all the way through him, and he falls down, seemingly dead.
Don't mess with this, Senator.
Nice.
And all right. Let's see here. So you've done well. However, there is sort of a flashing as you're all suddenly in a green screen. And AI Denim, I have activated my ultimate form, Ascendant Denim, as I must the aliens from another universe have come to help humanity. They are from the future and also another universe, and they want to help us, but they must stop the hypocrites like you. So basically, yeah,
got to give you props, Ross, because you managed to stick with the alliteration and get an A for every form of this. That's pretty great.
So let's see here. Tad Jenkins, you are greedy and an economist. You have manipulated money to your own ends. I sentence you to being buried in your money forever. And coins and dollars start falling on you, and then like gold, spray.
Oh, so he turned into stardust. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, basically.
Oh God.
I mean that's basically what Neil Breen movies are, aren't they?
Yeah,
You're not. You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And if you don't know what we're talking about, just reference the other time Ross talked about Stardust, and you'll figure it out.
So, Tad Jenkins, what are you gonna do? You're being attacked by your own money.
So, this is the last point. I'll just kind of take this and tell Hub. I'm gonna go ahead and spend the 3 genre points for what I need.
Uh-oh.
So, and I'll point out saying, it's like, well, it's like Tad Jenkins believes you're right. Tad Jenkins knows that knows that his greed is undone, but Tad Jenkins wants you to know that ultimately it was Fingal's responsibility to teach him how to be a good man, and pulls out a photo, a very grainy Polaroid that looks like it was shot just 2 days ago. It's barely really been able to go through, showing Tad Jenkins with a little kid that's kind of sort of looks like Tad Jenkins. You should have taught me, father. Will you not save your own son?
That's Spirit, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I would have used market predictions on that.
No, that's not gonna work.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so also I'll just use the normal one.
Yeah.
Alrighty. It's predicting the future.
It's not a market.
I know.
Jesus.
It's bullshit. I know, Ross. Don't worry.
Yep.
What the?
You rolled a 46.
Oh, sorry. What the
You're
hell?
like 46 equals 46 equals
Sorry,
46.
sorry. I didn't mean that. Sorry. Never try that again.
Yeah.
No, that's almost a straight. I fail completely.
Yeah. No, but this is not my responsibility. It is yours to be reincarnated until you have learned your lesson. Become a better you. So you're buried in your money, and then suddenly there's a shot of a baby being born.
It's not like to think all of the baby being born are all the same footage.
Same shot.
No,
It's looking
exactly.
up at it looks up at Ascendant Breen, since Ascendant Breen is his father, and now he repeats the cycle over and over again.
Yep.
All it is, it's like the same baby being born, because there's no way they're gonna get multiple willing to get Neil Breen using this footage. But each time it has his face like superimposed over the bird in a different position.
No.
I do like So Brian G.
Brian G is super dead.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Paul Camera Monster.
Yeah.
You have become as evil on the outside as you are on the inside, luring and misleading the youths with your pranks and using tasers on dead fish.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So you must also be brought to justice by being tasered by dead fish for eternity. There's suddenly like dead fish falling on you that have tasers.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's your one weakness. So how are you going to avoid this fate?
I don't think Paul is interested in avoiding this fate. I think Paul looks at his monstrous hands and says, "Please, AI Denim, Ascendant AI Alien Denim, I have realized the errors of my ways and would like for a second chance to do the right thing for the world where previously I did the wrong thing."
All right, yeah, no, he's there's a shot of a baby being born. Paul Camera Monster has been reborn. So you get a reincarnation. You get a reincarnation.
Yes!
So now we're down to the final two characters, which are Congressman Sears and Saik, the Lyft driver. So,
Did anyone else just see a lot of babies? What is?
Yeah. By the way, the shot, you're on a green screen and it's just like a Starfield, but it's like spinning, so it's basically like a JRPG boss fight.
Like, yeah, I just gotta turn around. Somebody's like, "Whoa! Am I in space? What the?
Yeah.
What?
This is my favorite buddy cop movie.
So now you have an actual chance to stop to Ascendant Denim. Saik, what are you gonna do?
Can I pass and have Noah go first?
All right, sure. Congressman Steve.
Thank you.
What are you gonna do?
I would like to get my sword, please.
You have your sword.
Okay.
He's just kind of this presence in this room.
The sword is or Denim?
Yes.
Denim.
Okay.
But you can kind of sense where his his final form is a fucking JRPG villain. So like, what does it look like, Congressman Sears? What is the form of your destroyer?
I would like to think it's Neil Breen, and he's literally just he's okay. It's literally a PS1 model of Safer Sephiroth, but Breen has been superimposed over Sephiroth's body.
It's an asset flip.
Yes.
It is Breen.
They like mirrored it and then like altered some of the colors on the model, but that's literally it. And then it shows Ascendant Safer Breen arise. And then it cuts back to the congressman.
Denim power.
Yeah, he's just got denim textures and Neil Breen's face textured over.
Oh my god,
that's exactly it. And it cuts back to the congressman, and he just has a sword and an eye patch for some reason.
Yeah.
And
Does he have like one metal shoulder pad on over business suit?
sure.
Why are we still here? Just
Where-
to suffer.
Where did you get that nanomachine, son?
Exactly.
All right, yeah, no, get an advantage die for that. Like, roll your 5 dice for your attack.
Okay.
Kill him.
A pair of 4s.
All right, you wound him. You cut into him. You're doing well. But Saeed, you need to finish the job. You have to do something. I guess maybe I don't know. What does Saeed trying to do?
So he's just kind of looking around at all this bullshit, and he's floating in a universe. And apparently, this guy has 4 wings for legs and is bare chested. And he's just like, his first thought, naturally, as a Lyft driver, is, "Where's my car?" And then his second thought is like, "Okay, so." He looks at his watch. Like, my niece's birthday is at 5, and I'm just here to, like, if anyone needs a ride to get anywhere, like, you know, I'd be willing to. I mean, you gotta pay, but you know, I'd be willing to give you a lift. I mean, that's not a pun. I didn't mean Lyft because I work for Lyft, but whatever. Hey, guys, look. I don't know what's going on here. You guys seem to have a whole thing going on, but I mean, I heard you guys talking about like human race and saving the future, and there was like babies coming out of places, and there was that guy's. I don't even know. Just maybe. You know what? Here's what I'm going to say. Maybe don't kill people, because that's bad.
All right,
is that something we can do?
Yeah. All right. Let's see if your speech removes a safer Breen. Breen's final form. Go and roll spirit.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
Angelic Breen.
One winged Breen.
Two 4s.
All right.
Yes.
He's like, yes, perhaps you are right. I should stop with the killing. What would Linda want? She is already...
her. She's probably got a good head on her shoulders if she doesn't want to kill people, right?
I know she is already pregnant with her child. And then we have a montage of a baby being born.
Whoa, what's happening? Oh, more babies.
Yep. It is time for me to ascend to another universe. I will watch over humanity. And if greed and hypocrisy become too bad, I will again come to Las Vegas to attack people for being evil. Because that's what I do. And
At least you're consistent.
Yep. And then you're back in a conference room. It's just Congressman Sears and a Lyft driver. So
wait, were we in an alley? You know what? I don't even know anymore, dude. Hey, look, I'm gonna go to my niece's thing. Do you still need a lift or not? Like, I got like 45 minutes.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Where are we going, Chief?
I give him a hotel address, like down the street.
Okay, I get him in my car, and it's like, man, hell of a day. And we drive off.
End credits begin to roll. Everybody, give me one thing that Neil Breen did in this movie. So, Aaron,
one thing?
Well, just list. What is the weirdest thing you could think of that Neil Breen did? Because he did many. He did many of the things in this movie.
Does that have to be something that actually happened?
No. Like what in the credits? Like what was it?
Okay.
What is it? Yeah. Like he was the production designer.
His thing. So
digital effects by Neil Breen.
All right, that's Aaron.
Let's see. Pass on me for right now. I've had to think.
All right, Richard or Kyle?
I'm tempted to say Best Boy or Dolly Grip or something like that, but I'm gonna go with the talent that we know he's secretly really good at, but no one's ever really acknowledged, and say catering.
Catering, yes, catering. Neil Breen did do the catering. Kyle, what did Neil Breen do in this movie?
Hair and makeup, nobody, but Tad Neil Breen, surprisingly enough.
All right. Very good. So, Aaron.
All parts played in this film by Neil Breen, casting by Neil Breen,
Yep.
Gaffer, Neil Breen.
blocking by Neil Breen.
Horse wrangler, Neil Breen. There were no horses in this movie. But there was horse wrangling. That was cut from the movie. There was a whole subplot with the talking horse. But,
Soundtrack supplied by Neil Breen.
Yeah, definitely.
I could believe that. I don't even think that's a joke. That's just saying the truth.
That's like Neil Breen would like to thank the county of Neil Breen.
All right, so that was the Ivory. Question, comments. Did you guys have fun with that?
That's just the stupidest thing you've ever run, and you've run some stupid fucking game. But I fucking loved it.
Thinking like Neil Breen is like thinking as an alien. It is a completely different mindset than anything I am used to.
Thinking like Neil Breen is literally just your id unchained. It's just giving into every impulse and desire. You don't. There's no restraints on you anymore. You've ascended the human condition. You can just do whatever you want to do.
I mean, you're not wrong. I think you've all grasped the essence of Breen. So
Sadness.
Yeah, that's a word. It is what it is. I can't wait till Trust Pair comes out. Thank you all so much, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye,
everybody. And remember, he'll always be right here. Taps chest, glowing lens flare.
Fade out.
Send out